listen, pal, we're gonna not sign Jay White. We're not gonna do it. Okay. I don't think that's a good idea, Vince. Vince, he may go to the competition. Vince, he has gone to the competition. Oh shit, everyone's talking about Jay White as All Elite. Huh. It's interesting to me that a guy like Tony Khan, who has been in this business for not even long enough as Post Malone takes a shit, to understand how to do a debut, but a guy who's been in the business for like fucking 50 years doesn't like understand how like the wrestling business and the fans work. That's really odd to me. That's very strange.
Goes back down to ego, and it's not.
He knows better, pal.
And you know what? McMahon didn't make him, so he doesn't need a debut. Don't need him if McMahon didn't make him.
Ooh, happy Sunday, everybody. It's Sunday afternoon, noontime, Eastern Standard Time as this debuts. We are talking about debuts, and it is fascinating to me how a guy who has been in the business for as long as Vince McMahon has does not understand how to debut a wrestler coming into your company, nor how to plan a surprise that is going to make people pop immediately. But again, a guy like Tony Khan, who has been in the business for a cup of coffee, essentially, knows exactly what the wrestling fans want to see, and he's able to provide that sort of entertainment to the wrestling fans where they missed out on it on Monday. They were able to tune in on Wednesday, and boom, they were able to get their debut fix. Luchasaurus, Christian, there's new things going on, there's new people, FTR, the tag team champions. I mean, this is what the show after WrestleMania should have been for WWE, man.
And to have absolutely none of it, and not only it's not that just that there was no surprises, it was the same old shit they've always done, but we're in a whole new wrestling landscape with big names coming from all over the world and a fan base that's getting smarter and smarter and more involved by the day. And without things like these types of debuts, you're just not going to be able to pull in fans anymore. People are just not going to care. And it just goes to show how important it is when AEW's numbers went through the roof this week, all the attention that was placed on them because of Jay White alone. Never mind everything else, but just Jay White alone stole your thunder the week of WrestleMania.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you a very important thing right here. The WWE should have fucking gained a little bit of knowledge from the Bray Wyatt situation and how they built up his return. And that, my friends, is what people want to see. And it is very clear that that type of shit works. So why would you say no to a guy or say no to many people that you probably shouldn't have said no to? Like, I mean, I'm sure that they could have signed Brian Cage. Like, why is Brian Cage going to re-sign with AEW and ROH? That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for a guy like Brian Cage, especially with how vocal he's been about how poorly he's been booked by Tony Khan. So it goes to show that the wrestling landscape is far different. WWE is not the only show in town anymore. Impact is very popular. These guys can make some money on the indies too. Japan dates. Listen, man, New Japan loves American wrestlers coming in. Come on in.
They're another company that can debut them like nobody else.
Oh my God, bro. It's great shit. I mean, even just what they did with fucking David Finlay and him turning on fucking Jay White to finish that up with a nice little bow. And now he's the fucking guy in the Bullet Club in fucking New Japan. So, And they have a built-in story with him and Jay White for whenever they decide to do Bullet Club, Bullet Club.
Oh, yeah, maybe like a Forbidden Door type of situation.
Yeah, Bullet Club, Wolfpack, Bullet Club, Black and White.
Right. Right, yeah.
BC era versus the Finley era, or whatever the fuck they want to bill it as.
Yeah. It's really disappointing seeing McMahon back in charge because, again, it's like he watched everything that Triple H did and said, I know better, so I'm not going to do any of that. Take all of it, throw it away. And I really think that you're going to get a lot more debuts coming up when these people that came back to WWE under Triple H get cut or leave and see the writing on the wall and go, I can make some money in
Impact,
AEW, New
MLW,
Japan, MLW,
anywhere, DDT Pro, Rev Pro, fucking anywhere, dude.
Go anywhere and do my own thing and be paid to do it.
And plus, Freddie Prinze is starting his own thing up. Also, West Side Gun from Griselda Records is working with Tommy Dreamer. He's putting some funding behind a bigger wrestling company now.
I'm sure they'd love some former WWE talent to fill out their rosters.
Bro, listen, the wrestlers are out there. That's the fucking fact. That's the fact of the whole fucking thing, dude. The wrestlers are fucking out there. There's plenty of them to be fucking seen and to be had.
Just got to make sure that you can get them in the spotlight in the right way.
Well, that's where Tony has done a fucking tremendous job. Yeah. He's done a tremendous job. And I'll tell you what, even Scott D'Amore at fucking Impact, tremendous job with debuts. The Santino Marella debut, fucking genius level shit, dude. It's genius. And I know that was like a couple of months ago or whatever. Dude, it was so good because it was so random. You never expected Santino Marella. Nobody did.
No. And to me, the Jay White situation shows the growth that TK has made because
he was able to hold off.
He was able to hold off, and it was very quick. It was very simple, and it didn't take over the whole thing. I mean, think of just when Saraya or CM Punk came back. Oh, it was announced like the week before so that people would tune in, and you had to give them a microphone and let them talk for 10, 15 minutes. No. Let them show up out of nowhere, do something quick, boom, wait for more.
It's old school.
Yeah. And I think, he's seen some of the faults of the way that he's introduced people, the way he's debuted people, and now he sees the writing on the wall and what he can possibly do. Now you need to tune into AEW because you don't know who's going to be showing up.
And you don't know the matchups that you might possibly get that could be right up your alley. Mm-hmm. You have no idea what they're going to do from match to match. You don't know what's coming up next. Sure, you get like the main matches that they're going to feature, but there's always shit that they don't feature, and usually that's the best shit. Mm-hmm. And all you got to do is just pay attention. Mm-hmm. And he provides it to you. Yeah, you just got to show up. That's all that you got to do. That's all you have to do. And he has a great track record of having people come into the company under the guise of maybe not a top star, but really important in the grand scheme of professional wrestling, which I think the announcers really help get some of these guys over and tell the story, how they told the story of Jeff Cobb being a fucking Olympic athlete. Like, you need to give people that story. Not every fan is going to be on top of what Jeff Cobb is doing. And it's nice to see that sort of thing because WWE would never do that.
No.
Never. They would never mention the guy's fucking background or nothing because it doesn't coincide with their story.
Right. Not only would they not mention the background and everything, but they wouldn't even give them their own name. TPK, you better fucking remember all these positive things we've said about you today.
60 G's, baby.
Each.
Thank you. Bye-bye.